Real quick. So our table of contents. This was yesterday, and this is today. Make sure you have those definitions because you do have HVAC and you will have questions over those definitions. If you have them, you're good. Okay, so where it says point of concurrency, that means that is where they intersect. So you're going to see that on pretty much all the definitions we've done. Today we're looking at perpendicular bisectors, which is pretty similar to stuff we've already done. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut two of the lines in half, and then we're going to intersect them. Now, on a circumcenter, as well as yesterday, the orthocenter, it can be located outside of the triangle. Okay, so we are going to show you how to do this. All right, so we're going to start with one of the leg of the triangles. I'm going to start by measuring out a little bit more than half of the line, the entire line. We're not cutting it in half or doing anything else here. Okay, so you are going to make your arc on the top and then also on the bottom. Okay, so that is made on just that side. Then you're going to come to the other side. You're going to do the same thing here. Okay, so you should have your two markings here. From there, you are going to just draw a line to connect them. They do not need to connect to any of the angles or anything else. That's how your first construction part should look. Okay, then you're going to choose any other leg on the triangle and do the same thing. So I'm going to do this one here. Okay, you want it to be, again, measured out. It's going to be a different measurement because it's a different leg. Okay, so a little bit more than half. I make my arc here, and I make my arc here. So that's why it helps to erase your arcs for some of you that might get confused. I just left mine on there. So this is from my new marking, and then I'm going to put my compass on the other side, and I'm going to connect. You go from here, here, and then you do the other side, same thing. Here, here. You need to make sure that they are intersecting here. You will draw your line. Where the two lines intersect, that is where your point of concurrency is. That is your circumcenter. Okay, and the first one is always confusing. That's why we do several, so that we can hopefully get the routine down and understand what we're doing. Again, you are going to have a triangle on your test that you're going to have to do each one of the constructions that we've done this week and last week. Okay, so again, you're going to pick a leg. Pay attention to the steps here. You're going to measure out a little bit more than half. You're going to put the metal part down on one side, and you're going to make 2 arcs, one on the top and one on the bottom of the line. Questions over this, how I got it? Anyone? Okay, so then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your metal part down on the other side, and you're going to make an arc that intersects both of those previous made lines. Okay, now what's my next step? Anybody? Draw your line and connect. Okay, questions over this step, how I got that line? Okay, so now you need to select another line in your triangle, another leg. So I'm going to do the smaller one on the side. Measuring out a little more than half. We're going to make our arcs on top and on bottom. Okay, and then on the other side, same thing. Okay, once you have those, you're going to again connect, but notice here that I'm going to continue my line past that to where they intersect. Okay, so these are my arcs, but it needs to touch that previous line. So I keep drawing my line until there is an intersection. So again, these are perpendicular bisectors. They should cut your line in half, and they should form a right angle. Okay, so on number 3, this is an example of where the circumcenter would be located on the outside of the triangle. So just pay attention to how that's going to look, because on your test you might have the same problem with your triangle. So step 1, make my arcs on both sides. Okay, draw your line when you have those 2 marks. Okay, then you select another line to cut in half. Okay, make your arcs. Okay, so obviously here the line is not going to intersect inside of the triangle, you can already tell. So what you would do is you would just extend your line until it does intersect with that previous line. So this would be your answer here, even though it is on the outside of the triangle. So normally that's going to happen when you have an obtuse triangle like this one. Notice that these are not obtuse. Okay, so I would finish off here. I'm going to finish off this page with you. Moving on to the next one. Just wait till I'm done. Okay, so again, I'm measuring out half, more than half. Cutting this line in half first. Again, that forms a right angle, forms congruent sides here. Okay, then I'm going to do this bottom line here. Same steps. Make your arcs. Alright, so these intersections are from a yellow line. Again, you can tell that it's not going to intersect on the inside of the triangle. So you would just draw your line until it does connect, which would actually be here on the outside. Forming a right angle and cutting that line into two congruent pieces. Alright, last one together on this page. Okay, I'm starting with the bottom leg of this triangle. Alright. Make my arcs. On this side, same thing. Connect your lines. Okay, and then you pick another line to do the same thing. And this one should intersect on the inside of your triangle. Alright, so circumcenters are your perpendicular bisectors, the intersection in the triangle, or outside the triangle, I should say. So continue on to the back.